Antonio, your team's gone from scoring so many goals in matches to not being able to get a shot on target. Can you pinpoint exactly why that is?
Yeah, I think that in the last two games we struggle offensively because we found two teams that they were very good defensively. Without the ball, these two teams defended very deep with the whole team, with the whole players. And when you find this type of situation, and you have to try now to create the space and also to have players to beat the man in 1v1 to create the superiority. I think in this aspect we are working, because this week after the game against Brighton we worked in this aspect to try to have a training, no, and to find 10 players be behind the ball. I think that at the end this is a consequence when you score many goals and you start become a dangerous team, and the opponent try to pay more attention, try to have more balance when face you. And I think today we wanted to get 3 points, but the draw was fair, and we have to accept this result. And to try to continue to work and to improve in the situation that we can improve.
Does it frustrate you though that you've clearly worked so hard on that in training, but not being able to replicate it in the game?
But no, I think not frustration, because I know very well that to play this type of game is not easy, for the atmosphere, for the intensity, for the opponent, because the opponent played with a great intensity now, and I repeat, this is a consequence when you start to climb the mountain, to go up, and for sure the difficulty start to become more and more, and we have to try to face this new challenge, because maybe in the past many teams played against us not with superficiality, but undervaluated us. Now they pay more attention, and but in one end I'm happy because defensively we were good. Also to defend set pieces against this team was difficult. In the other end, I know that we have to try to improve and to try to create more chances to score, because if you want to get 3 points, if you want to win, you have to score.
Antonio, you mentioned there about teams, knowing how dangerous you are attacking-wise. They also know what system you're going to play, because it's a system that you're known to favour. Is that something you consider tweaking with, or are you very much going to stick to the back three and the 3-4-3?
If you see in the last 2 games, and I consider our work, our system good defensively, because we didn't consider goal, and but in the last 2 games, and we were a bit poor offensively. But I think it's not the problem and the system, because it depends on the way that you attack. Because if you bring Davis and to play and go, and Kuti less, for characteristic, but I think we have to try to find the right balance offensively and defensively. And before we considered in games goals, we considered more goals, and but we scored a lot. Now defensively we were better, but in the last 2 games, I repeat, in my opinion, because especially we played against the two teams that they had a great attention. They had a great attention, and they played a really good game defensively.
Antonio, Christian Eriksen had a fantastic performance, showed what a great player he is. Do you think he's the kind of player, the kind of playmaker that Tottenham could be doing with to unlock defences in games like this where it's hard to break that defense?
But first of all, I was pleased to see Christian and to play in this way. And you know very well to speak now about transfer market, about players that are not in my team. I think that is a lack of respect for the team that the player is playing, for the players same, and also for my players. And for sure I worked with him 2 years in Inter Milan. I enjoyed this, and I'm very happy to see him in this fantastic form. And because don't forget that only 8 months ago what happened, no? And now I'm pleased to see Christian to play football so in this type of level. Yeah.
Do you think he's playing at the same level, Antonio, that he was when you were with him at Inter Milan? Is he playing at the same level? What's your opinion of that?
But my opinion that for sure Christian is showing great joy, great joy to play football. And I think when happen this type of situation, and when you risk to finish to play football, to play with your passion, and to have another opportunity. I think now and he's enjoying totally.
Antonio, you mentioned there about your offensively going forward. We know that Cesar and Emerson didn't have the best game today. So how important do you feel, especially for your system, that you have top wing backs?
Yeah, but now I repeat, it's not fair. It's not fair to speak about situation that we can improve or not. I think that I'm very happy to have this group of players, and I'm trying to exploit every single player, and I'm trying to improve every single player. And I think also for this reason that today, with the 5 games to play, we are talking about that Tottenham is in the race for a Champions League. Don't forget in November, because the people has not to forget in November the big trouble that Tottenham was. Now to stay with 5 games to go, the possibility to stay in this race, it means that the players improved a lot, and we are doing I think a great job. But we have to know that in this the last month, if before we gave 120%, maybe it's not enough. We have to try to go and to increase and to go in 150% to try to reach this target.
You mentioned there earlier about trying to get that Champions League spot. Obviously today you need to get a win today. Do you feel like you could have brought on Bergwijn to get that attacking edge to maybe get a goal?
Yeah, I think that during the game you have to try to have always a good balance. I tried to today with the first substitution because we were suffering a lot in free kick, set pieces, throw in, and to put Sanchez and to move Davis as wing back, and then I moved to try to be more offensive I moved Kulusevski as wing back and for Lucas Moura. But don't forget that if you want, sometimes the most important thing that you have to continue to have a good balance, because otherwise, if we want to go only to win, many times you risk to lose the game. Yeah.
Hi Antonio.
Last one, please.
Thank you. Just a question on Brentford. I think you mentioned it there, where they've got a lot of throw-ins, corners, free kicks, and they do lots of different things with it. What's it like trying to work out a plan about how to stop that? 'Cause I think both times they hit the woodwork came from a corner or free kick.
Yeah, but when you go to study, your opponent, and you go to study Brentford, and you know very well the risk that they have during set pieces and corner throw-in. In every situation, they are very dangerous. And for sure, in this week, we worked to try to stop them. But despite this, they were very dangerous at the same time. And it's not simple. It's not easy to play against against Brentford. Also because they have a good idea of football, a good manager, good players, and they are doing a fantastic season.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you.